So my name's James Ball. I am the Special Projects Editor of The Guardian, and I was one of kind of the core team of 5 reporters at The Guardian who did our work on the NSA files and the GCHQ sort of reporting in the UK as well. In the New York office, we didn't know Ed Snowden's name until a couple of days before the world learned it, but we knew there was a source, and he didn't completely trust even sort of the journalists he'd picked out. I don't know if he believed that the media would be brave enough to actually publish. And so he gave quite a small selection to the people with him in Hong Kong and said, look through these, see if you think the story's there, get them published, and I'll give you everything. But until I can believe that you can get these stories out there, I'm not going to. And so we had this manic pace to try and get some things done, fact-checked that we were absolutely sure was true, that we checked it all out, but we had to do it fast. And so that kind of decided how we did what we did. Sort of eventually decided Verizon was the one that could go first. It was a document we could publish in full because it's not like it was a whole bunch of secret, of sort of how we do it or details. It was a court document. It was a policy thing. We can show the whole proof of what we're saying. We can put the document out for the world to check and verify us. Whereas we knew with Prism we'd have to redact some and publish what we could. And it was also a much more complicated affair. So we did Verizon first, Prism second, and it was a heck of a week. And you could kind of see, we had a very fraught day with the White House and the NSA on the Verizon story. And so when we then called them the next morning about something else entirely, you could kind of hear the shock. The Prism document was much, much more complicated, as you kind of saw from all the different ways it was picked up. It talked about lots of different legal authorities, and there were bits in it that only became completely clear after we got sort of the bigger caches of documents and could do, sort of get right into what, for example, upstream was, which was the cable taps or this kind of thing. It was a steep learning curve for all of us, but the key thing is, on these kind of stories, they're going to get a big reaction. You have to be right. And I'm really kind of proud to be able to say we have not had to run a substantive correction on a single story we reported from Snowden documents. And given how many we did and the pressure and the difficulty of them, I'm still I'm proud and amazed by that. I think you could have been doing very good work and still made quite big mistakes. And if we had, we absolutely would have corrected them.